Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're gonna play Second Front, which is a brand new World War II war game. So you can start by playing sort of like a specific scenario, and then later on, actually you can also start with some kind of a campaign at the beginning, but later on you will be able to unlock new campaigns for different nations, German, Russian, or American, depending on like how many scenarios you do. So essentially you have to unlock these things to get more progression to the game. Now we're gonna be playing, I think we'll start with this let's start with the farmhouse, why not? And we're gonna be playing versus Russian units. So here you can see some more information about the forces of the German player and the Russian player. So we're going to be playing as the German against the Russians in this one, and a little bit of a description about the specific scenario. On December 5th, 1941, the Soviets launched a massive counteroffensive against Army Group Center, which over the course of the next 2 months threw the Germans back from Moscow in disarray. By February 1942, the Germans had, if not stopped the attacks by a Western front, has at least stabilized the front. Bitter fighting continued throughout the month, but with the onset of the spring Rasputitsa and its inevitable sea of mud, the Soviet Rosomisma strategic offensive began to wind down. Okay, so we're going to be defensive? I don't really want to play defensively. That's not... Not a super... Okay. You know what? Let's stick to it. Since I've already read it for you, we'll just do it. Near Res, USSR, February 27, 1942. All right. So here we can, here we can say our victory goals. Okay, good. So we're not going offensively. I don't like playing defensively. I like to attack step. Capture the victory locations before any of them get to 0 points. So the way this works, that each of us, so we have this one location that we gotta capture. Sorry. Okay, I guess we'll keep going. And it says 40 there, and every turn you lose 10. So essentially you need to get this, if it gets to 0 before you get there, then you lost. So we have 4 turns to be able to capture this. And then another thing is that you have to keep a 2.1 enemy infantry force ratio. So essentially the way this works is that if your ratio is too low, like you're not like overpowering them enough, they will keep fighting. But if your ratio is high enough, they will kind of give up. They'll be like, okay, we can't get this back. Here you can see the temperature, and here you can see the phases. This is important. So first there's a move and fire phase. And then there is a fire phase. And then we have escape phase, so all units will try to escape. And then we have an advance phase. This is kind of interesting because it allows you to move an extra infantry hex without being attacked by the enemy. So it's actually in the tutorial, it's recommended that you use this, like, for example, if you know, like we know a little bit that there are some enemy units here. We've already been given that information. So for example, if I were to move, you can see the little green symbol. That means that we will get attacked if we step over here. So what I could do is I could move to this position and then advance here next, like at the end of this sort of turn, and that will get me in a better position for like future stuff. Oh, okay, so and then finally there's the melee part. So here, let me show you my units before we, okay. Let me just... So here you can see my units, and you can see the description here. So we have 2 veteran units. On the bottom, we can see their strength. You can, for example, click on the next one. So here, so we can see we have a Captain Schmidt and his veteran unit. And then we can go over here. Let's check these guys out. Get 1 regular unit and 2 regular units with Major Miller. And 1... We have kind of like a lot of really like lonely... No, that's not the way I want to go. It's rotating in the opposite direction than you would expect, which is why it's very confusing. All right, so we're going to start off by moving up top here. I don't think they'll be able to see me. Definitely not if we just move here. So let's do that. Now, this red thing is telling me that I'm running into that position. Ooh, so unfortunately we don't have, so this is our line of sight. We don't have a line of fire on the enemy, but next time we can move into the forest and then hopefully we'll be able to do so. Now we can run quite close but we will get hit. If I run this way, I will get hit a lot. I don't know. The thing is, I would like to do that and then potentially go in melee against them, but I worry that if I were to do that, I don't think that we would be able to... I don't think that we would be able to like continue simply because... Oh, okay, so they saw us anyway. Because we would get broken, so we wouldn't be able to like do any proper damage. Now we can shoot and we can keep moving and then we can shoot. So I think I'm gonna move. The thing is, if I move another step, I don't think we'll get attacked again. Good. And we can still shoot at these guys. Or did I miss my shooting option? Yeah, it doesn't look like we can keep shooting. Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We could lay down here. We could crawl. So they don't see us actually because we crawl, but we could shoot at them. So here you can see the chances of it. So there's a 20% chance to hit and an 8% chance to break the unit. So we're just gonna shoot. It's not like greatest of odds, but I think they held their strength, unfortunately. But I did like the crawling thing. So here we could try to run this way, and we're just gonna walk. And that is actually a little bit like subtler than if you were straight up running. And we're gonna shoot at them as well. Now the benefit of doing it this way is that we are obviously like hidden behind the thing. Does this do? Drop all weapons? Absolutely not. Why would I want to do that? That's just silly. Alright, and this final units, oh, if we move here, we'll get attacked. We'll get shot at. Oh, I could just shoot from position, but I think that's just like a bad choice. I think we'll try to walk this way, even though we'll get shot at, because we'll get cover from the woods. Yeah, they missed us. And we'll just attack. Even, again, our odds are not particularly great, but I think we gotta start. Just gotta start, right? Alright. I think we're done. I moved every unit of mine that I could. And here you can sort of toggle on the line of sight. And alright, and I think we're ready to go. We can also go like rotate the map here. Alright, let's just end our turn. Now they go through their fire phase, and now it's the escape phase. So now our broken units will try to run. So you can see that this broken unit's route is just moving away. Now at the next phase, we can move one hex. So we're gonna do this with a lot of our units actually. Ooh. If I step here, I will be in the open, so I'm just gonna step a little bit sideways. I think it's gonna give us a little bit of a better access. And I think we'll stay with the rest of them. So we're just gonna let end turn, there's recovery phase, and then did they recover? What happened? Now they're going through their move and fire phase. They missed us, thankfully. Okay, we survived the attack. Now obviously they're not moving out, so we have to step in. So we're gonna just have to go, so that's not great. Now we have our fire phase now, so we're just gonna shoot because what else would we do? I'm gonna try to potentially aim the attack at a single unit if I can. Yeah, 39% chance versus... I could fire all MMGs, but it's only 30% chance. If I fire half range, I get a better chance of hitting, so let's do that. Okay, so we pinned them. Nice. Again, our odds are not great. You can see that what affects the odds. So for example, we were running. Because we were running, we don't have the best odds. We were also at a long range, and they're in the woods. And the same are odds for the next one. So I just want to keep attacking like a single unit. We don't know much about like how strong they are yet. This is like half, like 1%. Again, I'll do it, but like almost what's the point, right? I think I used up everybody I could have used. So we'll just end the turn here. They have their escape phase. So we'll see how they move. Oh, interesting. So they're moving everybody. Interesting. Sort of combining the units. Alright, so now it looks like anywhere I move, they will have a shot at me. But look at, for example, being able to get to here. Then next time I should be able to just... Actually, I could just run in. Seems a bit ridiculous. Let's maybe start with somebody else. These guys are only on to actually have pretty good odds, I think. Okay. Just want to go crazy and go right next to them. Let's try to go that way. We'll get a little bit of shot at, but yeah, they're not gonna. Well, they're not, because they're broken. I don't. Well, to be fair, they'll probably try to hide in the thing anyway. I could have moved there without getting hit, so let's try that. And then, oh, we don't have a shot at them from there. That's kind of interesting. Well, I could go pretty far without being hit. But we gotta think about like where we want to be next time. Presumably because they already shot at us, so. The thing is, if they can only shoot once. But no, they should be able to shoot, because like why? Otherwise they should be able to shoot at me here. Then if we can make these guys shoot at me, then the others could move in. So let's try it. No, they must be, yeah, they're able to shoot more than once. Okay. I was a little bit unsure on like why they don't. Yeah, but you can see now we can move pretty far without getting shot at. So I could move up to here and then go into melee combat with them. I don't really want to do that because this is like a single unit, but I think just being able to run there is pretty useful. Because we're going to be able to do like a nice attack. Like a melee attack especially. I could get there. And then use one extra turn to move in on the sort of escaping zone. Like during the escaping phase I can move into the objective. I think I'm just gonna use the half range here because I think 39% chance. Kill, yeah, okay, so we hit some broken units. That's good. So now I'm gonna try to fire on adjacent unit. Okay. I wish I could tell him to move into the house, but I can't. So we're just gonna stay like this. This is a little risky because we might lose some of these units here. But I also think that if we could get into melee, that'd be pretty powerful. Okay, escape phase. So these broken units are going to be escaping. Both are. So see, he went into the house. So that's actually a really good thing for us because he joined up in the house, so we can now combine the units. And we also got shot at them as they were trying to sort of running away. Now I could go into melee. The problem is I'm fairly positive we would lose. Yeah, you can see that 28% close combat is my chance of winning and 83 is their chance of winning. So those odds are not great. So I think we'll just walk to there. We're not gonna do that. Can do the melee combat now. You can just join in them. We're gonna have all of these guys sort of joining in. And you guys just stay. So I think we moved with everybody wanted to move. We're good. We're not doing melee. Yeah, because we would have just lost. So one of our units here rallied, so this is good. So we're gonna have a really strong unit in this little house. And one of them failed, one of theirs failed too. Okay, I've got a fire phase. 21% chance, let's go. And 13% chance, that's not great. Wonder if I should have tried to like move around. Could attack the half range, or I could try to kill these routed units. And the reason why that might be of interest is because we need to keep that ratio up. Because technically I already have the objective. I just need to keep the ratio. So if I was able to kill them, I think that actually might be useful. You can shoot at them here? Oh, I just have to fire phase and I can't see them. Okay, well, I guess that's it then. They're routed, okay. Are they, so they should go into melee against my guys here. We'll see if they do it. They're not doing it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll start with them. If I move to there, I should have line of sight on them. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to move. Let's see if that works. Let's move there. And then we'll shoot here. Oh, it's 1% chance. Okay, well, that was... That's very unsurprisingly a miss. Sure. They're pinned. Okay. I have 48% chance. Let's do it. And then we'll also try to do the melee combat because this unit is stronger than their unit. You can't see much of like how their unit is doing. But yeah. Okay, I think we moved with everybody that we needed to move. So let's just end our turn. They get to fire at us now. They just not fire at us? Come on. Alright, escape phase. Oh, they surrender! Wow, okay. I want to show you melee, but we just made it apparently. Ooh, we got 26 victory points. Yeah. And we got extra, so we got 16 because of the enemy infantry force, and we got extra 20 because we won early. So is there anything else that I can do at this point? I think it's just like if I wanted to advance, I guess I could, but like what would be the point? I'm assuming the game will end at the end of this turn. Yes. Alright, victory. Alright, so I think that went pretty well. Oh, we did some daring moves, but in the end we made it with a few turns to spare. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, write down the comment.